All right, this is very exciting because, everybody, I have Andy here today. Everybody knows Andy from 18th Century Pool.
Hi.
I mean, that pool made you famous.
I know. I know. Well, I was famous before.
Were you? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'm lucky to have Andy. So we're in the Munimit room, and because of so many incredible, kind, and very generous donations, we have been able to raise funds, Andy, to redecorate, refurbish this room so that I can do my work in here for my dissertation on Luke's great-grandmother, who is an American just like me, from
Good.
Chicago just like me,
Good.
had 4 children just like me. What do you think of
twin.
that? Yeah, I mean, nearly. I mean, I think there was
Amazing woman.
Synergy is crazy, but I'm doing my dissertation on her for obvious reasons, American, but she saved everything. So pretty much, Andy, just a little history tip here. All these box files here will be changed out to acid-free ones, but they're pretty much all of her letters. She saved everything. Cool. So we need to create a really nice space, but we really need to sort out these walls and the ceiling because this is quite serious.
Yeah.
What's your view?
Well, just looking at it now without getting up there. So obviously there's been leaks in the past. I've been told have been repaired. So we've got to look at sort of stabilizing that ceiling.
Okay. So we'll pick out the paint color, painting, but then I also want you to, and we're going to put in lovely new carpet in here.
Yeah.
You can see this
That's
carpet.
our better days.
Wowzers. Wowzers. Like, look at this carpet. Look at this fancy pants piece of luggage there. So carpet's gone. Now, this is a job I want to talk to you about. So these 2 bookcases are going to stay. I mean, we'll remove them to paint, but they're going to stay. And you see they're quite deep, so they fit perfectly the size of the boxes. So let me just show you. Here are some of the new, these are some of the, because of the fundraising support, some of the new boxes. And ideally, you're actually, because there's letters, you're actually supposed to
Put them like that.
Put them flat. And it fits perfectly. What we would like to do is keep these 2 bookcases and the one across there. I'll talk to Malcolm, but I'm not sure if we'll be repainting these bookcases or not. But do you see how narrow this bookcase is? So Malcolm's idea was to talk to you about pushing out this wall, adding a few more inches to, when I say pushing out, I'm pushing out this. So
you just see the front?
No, we need more space. We need like 3 more inches.
Yeah. Taking the back off and extending it.
It's taking the back off and extending it.
Yeah.
So I'll need a cost for that, and there'll be 3 of those that will need to be done. So taking the back off, extending it, and then obviously putting the back on.
Yeah, we can do that.
So that's kind of how this room is going to be laid out. 2 bookcases staying here, just so you understand.
Yeah.
These 2 will be extended out, stay here.
Yeah.
A desk here.
Yeah.
That bookcase on my left will go here.
Yeah.
This will go someplace else in the house.
Yeah.
This bookcase will be leaving us because this is where the soil pipe will be going down.
From the bathroom above.
Now, you're probably asking, like, what am I talking about? So everybody, there is another project right up above us that we're going to do in tandem, and that is the chapel room bathroom.
Yeah, we've looked at that before.
So we've looked at that before. So what's going to go in that corner is a fireproof storage. I have the memeasurements. I've ordered it. So that's a fireproof storage. So we'll just have to obviously paint the wall behind it.
Yeah.
New curtains will be going there, like smart, super smart curtains, new curtain rod. We'll be putting in a new Persian rug here, and we'll be finding a new desk there.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start this. This needs to be done by the end of March. End of March.
More pressure.
Pressure. You can see, though, the state of this room. This isn't an easy restoration job. There is damp everywhere. There's peeling. There's damage to the room. There's damage everywhere. Everywhere I look up. I mean, the ceiling is just shocking. And that is not a quick fix. That will take a lot of time. Painting the room, painting the bookcases the same color as the room, new curtains, a new Persian rug, a desk, a wing chair here. It's just to make it super comfortable to work in here, because this is where I want to work. And well, for the rest of my life, probably. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who has donated. You know, I am at a loss of words. I mean, you can just see me now. I'm just at a loss of words, and I get sort of kind of emotional about it because there's just this incredible outpouring of generosity and kindness and people who want to be involved in this project and be able to tell Alberta's story. And I think that's why she saved everything, because she herself liked to archive, and perhaps she wanted me to, and you, to tell her story as well. And I think that is kind of what gets to me and gets me that sort of lump in my throat and my eyes start to water, because it's so unbelievably moving. And yeah, so there's a part of me that's sort of sad that, you know, this is the room that I remember it always being, but then there's, of course, because change is always hard. I'm really excited because I hope that, you know, 100 years from now, whoever else is in this room says, oh yeah, do you remember Julie, who used to live here? She was my husband's great grandmother or whatever. She decorated this room with the support of so many of you. And again, whether that's financially or the research or even the support of kindness on comments that I've been getting through social media and emails, it's been incredibly touching. So I'm going to stop. I think I've just talked forever here, but everybody just say goodbye to the Muniment room as you see it now, because it all starts today. Just going to switch the camera around because I was moving these old, wonderful sort of luggage cases, if you like. And I thought this one was empty, and I opened it up, and lo and behold, a huge discovery, like massive, like big. So I can just show you where I'm at. Here's the one window for the Muniment room. And there was a big sort of luggage case on here filled with papers. And all of a sudden I opened up this one. And these are more of Alberta's letters that have not been sort of archived yet. But she's done it. So this is a big pack. This is from 1905, the year that she married George. I have 1901 right here. So I'm going to be super careful with that. Hold on. There we go. 1901. And I thumbed through a few of these, and she talks about her stay in Germany. So that at I think it's Wartburg Castle. Incredible. I mean, look at this, everybody. Oh my goodness. There's so much to do. And that's not including all of her other letters that have been right there, that have been in one sense sort of cataloged a bit. Andy, what just happened? After 40 years, what did we just do?
We opened this window.
It's so brilliant. Literally, we think after 40 years, don't we?
We have a cat that wants to commit suicide down a drain.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Right,
Look at this.
It's not looking good for the cat.
Oh dear. Well,
can you grab the cat?
I'll take the cat.
Right, if you let the cat come here.
Wait, this is amazing. 40 years, the window's open. It's nice getting a breeze in here, isn't it?
It's lovely.
It's nice. Woo! All right, Andy, come on back to work. No, I know you got to go outside, but look at this, amazing. I'm so excited. Okay, great.
Come on, cat.
Come on, Pippa.
Come on.
Okay, brilliant. Well, we've got the cat in here while we finish off the rest of these bookcases. All right, momentous moment. We're moving a table, moving a picture. It's all happening, everybody. And we're gonna move this bookcase out. Okay, I'm coming to help. Right, everybody, we've taken the curtains down and you can see what this is them on the inside. So this is them on the inside. Wow. Now you're probably asking, but some of it is all right on the outside. I mean, it's quite sun damaged. The plan is that I will make a cushion out of this at some point and put it, I don't know, I probably won't put it in here, but it might go someplace else in the house. And I just quite like these old, the curtain hangers right here. They're quite pretty. So I'm saving all those and then I'll fold these up. Now, the other thing I do want to show you is the state of the Persian carpet, which I have rolled up, which we have seen before, but if you can see, it's like really quite bad. Oh my gosh, like torn, it's irreparable, like that. Oh my goodness. Irreparable. Anyway, lots going on over here. This cabinet is being taken down and moved. Nearly there, everybody, to having it empty. So here we are, muniment room, and this is the last time I or you or anybody's going to see this space exactly as it is right now. So we managed to clear everything out, and that was, I have to say, absolutely shattering, but sort of invigorating at the same time, because there's a big project here, and when you have a big project, it makes you kind of very excited about what's to come. So I had a lot of adrenaline going through me to get through it, but this is the start, everybody. I think if I had to choose one room in the entire house that I would have loved to sort of refurbish, it would have been this room, and I can't believe it's actually happening. So I just want to say thank you to all of you who, through social media and through here, has given me so much support and comments, and so many of you have done so much research. We're officially starting the Alberta Research Project with virtual volunteers and in-person volunteers, but also so many of you have kindly donated, and that has been massive. So I just want to say thank you so much to all of you who have donated. I mean, you're the ones who are not only transforming this room into something really beautiful, like what we have chosen is so beautiful, but also you're helping to bring Alberta's story to life, and that's so exciting. But there's lots of other, going through all the archives that when I was taking them out, we have so many documents and letters from other countesses that have yet to be discovered, in particular the 6th Countess of Sandwich, Louisa, who is really, really important. So, and her letters will now be able to be, scanned and put safely digitally So that's really, really exciting. Can't believe it. I'll be getting my boiler suit on. One of the most exciting, I guess, details about this project is that I have Malcolm.
I'm not a detail.
Which is, but like you're an important detail. Like you're the most important detail in this project.
We'll
you know,
see.
you're high priority here.
It's
So
a team effort.
no, but you are brilliant. So just to remind everybody, Malcolm is really the main, I mean, you are the only interior designer here at Mapperton, and it's constant here, isn't it?
No, yeah, never ending.
It's never,
Fourth bridge.
it's never ending. I look at a room and I'm like, I have no idea. But you look
Right,
at a room
that's
and
why
you're
I'm
like,
here.
that's right. So
So-
this is really exciting, everybody, because we're looking at the scheme that we have, the colors, the paint colors that we have chosen. We've
Yes.
made that decision.
Yep, indeed. So we're looking at our lovely Mylands paints.
Mylands, thank you very much.
So-
Mylands are donating all the paints for this project, which is incredible. Do check out their details down below. I mean, they are one of Britain's, finest
Paint suppliers.
paint suppliers.
So from the chart, what we've done is we've put together paint boards. We've got some sample pots painted up, and these are the colours that I'm suggesting that we use. So we've got a very plain neutral colour for the
Yep.
ceiling.
Perfect. I'm gonna go up there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for the wall colour, now the thing is, this room, although it's a decent sized room, but it's a small room for this house.
Yes.
And we don't get a lot of natural light in here because the window isn't big.
Right. I
So
agree.
what I'm suggesting is this green
Yeah.
on the walls.
Love it.
Serpentine.
Serpentine. It is. I mean, let's admit it. We love this color.
do.
Yeah.
So then, to go much darker on the woodwork. So the bookcases will be painted in this really dark green, and we'll also take that onto the architrave, the door, the
Yes.
skirting boards.
Yep.
And then, just to make the room feel much richer, I'm suggesting that we paint the inside of the bookcases in this really sort of deep burgundy red. So
Love it.
that's our sort of scheme.
Isn't
that
that
we're
just
getting.
beautiful?
So this is Brompton Road.
Brompton Road, very popular road in London.
That is Huguenot, I believe.
That's
Yeah.
right, Huguenot. Yeah,
And
I
then
love that.
Serpentine is our wall colour.
Is our wall color.
So the other thing I wanted to show you here is how beautiful this colour works with gold. So we'll have portraits
Yes.
in gold frames
Yep.
on that.
Perfect.
And then prints, black and white prints, which we can do in this sort of ribbed black frame, which also looks really smart.
Really smart.
On here. So
And what's really nice is that, of course, this color, and you just put up that gold frame there, is the first Earl of Sandwich that I was able to
Yes.
buy back.
That's right.
It has that beautiful gilt frame.
yeah,
And
exactly. So
beautiful.
it'll be wonderful.
Beautiful.
So that we're thinking will go above the fireplace or maybe above the desk.
Yeah, we're
but
not sure. We haven't decided where the
can
first Earl is going to go.
play with that. Because we're a sort of a Jacobean house,
Mm-hmm.
what I thought was we could use this crewel work as the curtains.
I just love it.
So that
Oh
would be
my goodness.
against that green. You
It's
see?
so beautiful.
Yeah. So
This
and it also picks up with other crewel curtains that we have in the house.
Yes.
Although they're sort of slightly different colours, but I like the richness of the red in here, which will pick up with the red that we've used in the back of the
Yep.
bookcases. So we're looking at trying to find an old wing chair,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm then suggesting that we sort of recover in sort of this sort of herringbone linen,
Yep.
in sort of quite a natural colour, which would sit against the fireplace and again onto the back of the bookcase.
Perfect.
We can then pick up with things like this sort of wonderful paisley
love that
for
paisley.
cushions
On the
that,
wing chair,
on the wing
yeah.
chair. I have some of this that we could use just to cover a chair pad.
Yes, love
And
that.
then this rather wonderful velvet as well.
look
Again, you see that sort
Look
of
at
picking
that.
up with that.
Oh my goodness.
And
And that
the-
would be almost the desk chair.
that would be the desk chair, which
Cover.
I would sort of. So for the desk, what I'm thinking is that we should almost get something like a William IV table with quite a nice sort of carved leg and a
Yes.
couple of drawers in the frieze.
Yes.
Possibly a green leather top.
Yes.
Or not, red leather
Yes.
top, possibly. And then to find a carver chair that we can use as a desk chair.
right, right.
With that, and then do a pad in that. and then a sort of a smaller, sort of like little bergère chair that has a pad in something like that.
Oh
so
my gosh.
That's your scheme.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, you guys have no idea when, you know, we were talking about this, I mean, you've done so much work so far on this, and then we've agreed. I pretty much agree with everything.
Good.
But everything. But this is just, it blew my mind. So get ready, everybody, because this is all happening quite quickly. I mean, painting starts next week.
Decorators are here. It's all stripped out.
It's all
ready
stripped
to go.
out. Ready to go. All right.
Overalls on.
That's right. My favorite. All right, everybody, we are hard at work. Now, I'm gonna get this down, screwdriver. First, I'm gonna take the pole down. Yeah. It's quite a nice pull. So if I hand that to you, thanks. All right, so, I mean, it's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah, as you can see, there's all the plaster is just crumbling away here.
Right.
It's going back to the bare render underneath, so we're gonna have to scrape. Oh wow!
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What is that?
That's woodlouse.
No,
Yeah.
I've got to get up here. No.
Wow!
Oh my gosh!
All in behind.
Okay,
there.
Lee.
All,
Oh my gosh!
all in behind the render.
No. Does that not do anything to you?
No.
You don't feel sick to your stomach?
Nope, not at all.
No, he doesn't.
Bugs and things like
Okay.
that.
Okay. So Lee is fine with that. That.
As you can see,
Oh.
all living in behind.
Oh my gosh. That is crazy.
We're gonna.
No.
Yeah.
So what do they feed on?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, should we research that? You have no
Yeah.
idea what's just happened.
What do you want? You want what they eat?
I mean,
Dead wood.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm keeping well away.
sorry for the snickering. Okay, let the transformation begin. So you've seen Lee before. We've been on a cherry picker before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Been on a cherry picker. So one of the things that when I was talking to Andy about, he was like, we're just going to sugar wash over. Is that what you call it? Sugar soap.
Sugar soap. Yeah.
I had never heard of sugar soap, but explain to me what it is.
So it's basically a stronger version of like washing up liquid, isn't it? The flash and stuff like that.
You use flash on floors, have you?
Yeah, I've used
Yeah.
It's stronger than that.
So
Yeah.
it's stronger than washing up liquid.
Yeah.
Thus
so
the
it
gloves.
kills all the grime, dirt, grease, gets rid of a whole lot.
Wow, it's
Yeah.
pretty amazing. It's a
Yeah,
one-hit
it's really
wonder.
good stuff. So
Okay, you've done that,
Yeah,
and that looks much better.
Yeah.
So am I just?
Yeah, you're literally wringing it out and giving a really good scrub, almost like you're scrubbing a floor or dusting off the scrubboard.
So everybody can see the final result. Okay, great. Oh my gosh. So, and then we're gonna eventually, obviously, paint over this.
Yeah,
Amazing.
surprising how much easier it makes our job.
Yeah. Okay, oh my gosh, they've removed the bookcases. Do you understand that we didn't think that we were going to be able to remove this because it was, you can see, it's like, was against the wall. I don't know how I did that, but that is pretty impressive. Okay, so that's removed.
So
That's great.
I've been in here and something rather extraordinary has happened since they've moved it, and I don't think you've seen it. So just come around this way.
Yeah.
Come around.
So
come around.
that's been moved.
Come
I'm
around.
super happy with that.
Yeah,
Then they
no.
can paint that whole wall. and then
No,
we'll
keep
put the
going, keep going.
bookcases.
You've got to come all the way around here.
Yeah.
All the way around here.
Okay.
Through here.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Did you know about this?
So
Did you know about this?
so what?
What?
we have discovered is that there is a window.
I'm coming in here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
There's
Okay.
a window, and it was behind this bookcase, which hasn't been moved for
Well,
80 years, perhaps.
or even more. Oh my goodness, where
Yeah.
does this window go?
Now, well, there is a really interesting story here, which is that this room was built in the late 19th century. It didn't exist before. There was a gap between the main house and the church, and so this room wasn't there. So what we've got here could even be an outside window. What might have been an outside window. So potentially much older. The question is, though, whether we're going to retain this as a feature in the room, because it kind of ruins your plans, doesn't it?
It does ruin my plans because we're putting the bookcases back
But
here.
it is an important part of the original house. So I personally think we should be keeping it. And I don't know what the solution is. So
Okay,
yeah,
we're gonna have to have a chat about that.
we're going to have a think about it.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do.
It could change everything.
So I'm going to show everybody where the window, well, would have been. Well, it is, but it's been covered up. So this is our cellar, and Luke, this is where the window. You can see right there. It's been covered up right there. Do you see that?
Yeah, this is the other side of the window,
Yeah.
and
Why do you think it was covered up? It had to be.
it's interesting, isn't it? Well, it was covered up as part of the renovation that we did here, but I just don't remember whether it was visible at that point on this side. I have a feeling it might have been,
Really? I don't remember it.
but we would have left it, wouldn't we?
We would have.
Years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's a real shame.
yeah, you can see how it's sort of, yeah, it's that whole section. So
Anyway, I don't know what to do
I mean,
now.
if we did open it up, in a way you'd want to open it up on both sides, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, because you could still
So
get.
that you could see through
Yeah.
to here. You'd have a bit of depth behind. Oh, it's such a conundrum. What are we going to do?
I don't know.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, I've got to go think.
the best thing is not to make a quick decision.
No.
Let it percolate for a
I
few
know.
days.
I know, but
And then-
everybody's going to say save the window, and it's going to be hard, everybody, because we have the plan and we need the bookcases in the muniment room, and
Yeah. Okay.
I got to go back and think about it. Back in the muniment room, and this is the bit I can't do, can I, Gus?
Not really, no, because you might hurt yourself.
I didn't hurt myself, and I'm not trained as you. So this is actually a different project, isn't it? And this is quite serious, this project. So we up above are also putting in a brand new ensuite bathroom in the chapel room.
Yeah.
And explain to me, Gus, why we're drilling in the muniment room when we're doing something upstairs in the chapel room.
Basically, this is the soil pipe and the waste pipes that are supplying that bathroom. Obviously, you've got a bath basin and a toilet.
That haven't been installed yet?
Yeah, which require a waste.
Yes.
And just the other side of that wall in the front garden is a clay pipe that we're going to drill through this wall, make a connection on there, and then a pipe goes up through. Unfortunately, it's got to go through that flat roof.
Yeah.
And then
The
through...
lead roof.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
When's that happening?
Well, not today.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's
Yeah.
going through the lead roof. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
basically what we'll do is we'll get it up through here, make the connection outside, and then temporarily I'll plug it off because it will be live once I've got it in there. So potential of bad smells coming into the house.
Okay.
So I'll plug it off there, make good out there so the garden can be made good again.
Great.
All right.
Great, thanks. Very busy in Muniment Room today. Gus, we're going to have a conversation in a second.
Yep.
You finally did it. And then we've got Pete here as well because we're installing, how many sockets are we installing, Pete? 4?
3 floor sockets.
3 floor sockets, everybody. So, which is 2 there and 1 there, and which is brilliant. Now, Gus, this has been a bigger project than you expected and that we all expected. He's amazing.
I don't know about that.
So what's happened? You've done it. I mean, listen, I got pictures of the most beautiful hole there.
Yeah.
Beautiful hole. But it was...
It was the last 4 or 5 inches that was a problem, but I got there in the end.
Yeah, you did.
So that's outside now with brown underground.
Yep.
Ready to connect on the clay pipe outside. So I'm going to prep it ready for a connection.
Yep.
Possibly on Monday because
Okay.
we've got at the same time I've got to make good the little bit of a concrete trough that's the other side of the wall and make good the hole as well. So
Sorry I couldn't help, but I don't know anything about this.
oh, it's made my backache, so it would have made your backache as well.
Yoga! Oh my gosh, Gus, just go to a forward fold, forward fold. Just go down, go down. There, doesn't that just help your back a bit?
Well, I don't know. I couldn't get up that easy.
I love it. Thanks, Gus. Thanks, Gus. Amazing.
All right.
Okay, now I'm with Pete. Gus is there. He's trying to get behind the tripod. It's brilliant. Okay, so we're putting in electrical sockets, everybody, because this Muniment Room has only had 1, and it was like behind the door in an odd, really odd place. You wouldn't want it there. So Pete's asking me the $1 million question, am I happy?
Yeah, with
these?
the positions, because they're just off of either side of the cabinets there.
Yes,
So
yeah.
when you've got your desk in there, it's each side of the
Perfect, and
desk,
they're gonna, exactly, and I know that the desk is 155 centimeters, so I think that as long as that's perfect, because they're off of the cabinets on either side.
Just brought them off of there.
Yeah.
And then you've got the one over there that's close to the fireplace.
Yep, and
Well,
so, perfect, so
Might
we're,
be for your table light or anything
yeah,
nearby.
table light.
Something needed there.
Exactly, so that is amazing, everybody. All right, Pete, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, thank
So
you, I
if we're
can't
happy
wait to
with
see
that,
these,
I can get those cut in,
Perfect.
cabled in, and ready to go.
And how long do you think that'll take?
I mean, a couple hours should get
Yeah.
the boxes cut in, the cables up, ready to go, and then it's the next stage, and then we'll come back second fix.
Okay.
Get the socket's actually on.
Okay,
All
great. Hooray, yay! Well, my dream has come true. This is our paint color for the wall. And inside all these boxes are the paint colors we've chosen. So get ready, everybody. Back here in the Muniment Room, and it's a big day, isn't it, Ed?
Yep.
What are we doing? What's Ed and I doing?
Start sanding this floor up.
Yeah?
Make it look a bit better.
So we're gonna not sand it all the way back, everybody, because the color that we're keeping, the timber anyway, is about the same color, but we just wanna clean it up. It probably hasn't been cleaned for
No, quite a while.
quite decades. I have not been successful in this beforehand at Keeper's Cottage, have I? Did you see me when I
No,
tried
I
it?
didn't see
It's
it.
terrible. So can you just show me one more time? It's quite hard. I have to like really hold on to it, don't I? Or is this one easier?
No, this one, you just kind of let it
Oh.
take itself about. Just steer it around a little bit.
Ed is gone, and it's up to me now to finish sanding this floor. So he's left me, and I'll just show you this so I know what I'm doing. He gave me a little tutorial. So I'm gonna start with this grain first, and this is quite sort of thick grain, if you like. He's given me this grain, and I'm gonna finish off the room with that, and then he's given me the finer grain. So this is much finer, and this will go on afterwards. The main reason we're doing this is to take off the wax so that we can then restain. We don't want this to look like a brand new wood floor, if that makes sense. It's all happening here. Light so that Darren can see. He's restoring. Look at that mess. All that. Why would people paint this? I don't understand. He's restoring that. Now, Ed has done a brilliant job in restoring this bookcase. So we know that these came from Hinchingbrooke because Ed made an amazing discovery, which we're about to show you. Okay, well done. Okay, this is it, everybody. This is it. It's quite. Wait. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my goodness. No, that's 1919. That is the 19th. It looks like the first, everybody. Don't you agree? Oh, 1933. I can see it perfectly. No. Yes. Can everybody see that?
Yeah.
To me, it looks like M. Do you think that's an L or a C? M O O T T E. M boot. Maybe it's boodle. Anyway, I'm gonna take a photo of these, everybody, and then I'm gonna research them. Hold on. What do you think, Andy? It's definitely 1933. It's definitely the 19th of January, and it looks like cobble. M-C-O-B-B-L-E is what I think it is. Okay, never mind, everybody. His name was not M. Cobble, because I did think that was a bit weird. Darren, we don't have mics up, but Darren knows. What is that then?
That's marked up as corbel.
Corbel.
So it's an actual part terminology for obviously furniture making and masonry. So a corbel is a projection holding something up above.
Today is a big day, so it's taken us a good 2 weeks to get to kind of where we are. And if you look up above, we are now in the process of fixing what you see here. So trying to fix it. In fact, I'm gonna go up this ladder quickly and show you, but that is our plan today, the whole of the ceiling. It's a big job. Me and Barry and Lee. This is up close and personal. That's my shadow there, fantastic. But look at that damage there. But Barry's starting to fill. But this is the big job, right, Lee?
Yes.
Big job without my shadow in it, massive. All right, we're gonna time lapse this. Okay, we need scaffolding now, everybody. Whoa. Okay. Well, it's okay, the ceiling's gonna be painted.
Yeah, if you had a platform there, that'd be ideal for Barry, wouldn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we've got that nasty, awful stain there. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, it's just going to fit. Wow. Okay. Okay, great. Amazing. Scaffolding's in. This is big, everybody. Yeah, wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. It's happening, everybody. As promised, everybody, the fireplace.
Yes.
Right? So Everybody knows Darren from many projects here at Mapperton. Do you kind of sometimes feel like you live here?
Yes.
Well, it's true. He does. Okay, so Darren, just explain to everybody what we're kind of trying to achieve here.
Basically, with this fire surround, we think we've got a lime wash on part of it.
Yeah.
And obviously we've got soot from the fireplace coming up around the front. So what we're going to do is loosen up the top layer just with water and a relatively stiff brush. Mm-hmm. And obviously we've been soaking it all morning.
Yep.
And slowly getting it so the dirt wants to fall out, because that's the way it works better for everything.
And for those of you who are probably asking, is this a working fireplace? Of course it is. Am I going to be using this as a fireplace in the muniment room with all the archives? The answer is no. Putting in there for a bit of decoration. We might put a basket of wood in there for a bit of decoration, but we're not going to, if 100 years from now they decide that they don't want this to be their archive room, then they can do what they want to and make this into some other room where they want to light the fire.
That's right, yeah. I mean, like you say, we're just giving it a clean.
Yep.
If it needed to be used, it could.
Yes.
But obviously it's down to preference sort of thing.
That's right. Everybody, I'm with Lee. I'm about to turn around the camera. Absolute nightmare has happened in the muniment room. Story of our life here at Mapperton. Lee, over to you.
Discovered yesterday afternoon was the actual ceiling is leaking, and we were finding water spots where we've had some rain finally.
Yep.
Dripping off the ceiling, which is obviously...
And we've started to repair this wall.
Yeah, and it was bubbling. As you can see, there's tiny
and
little
I'm going to
bubbles.
show you guys, Lee took an amazing video of when it was happening. And it's wet up there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still damp, it's still wet.
So we've had to pause painting, everybody, and I'm about to go up on the roof and look at the leak and see what we can fix with it. Yeah. Oh my God, well done. I mean, the bright spot is that we hadn't painted the wall.
We found it now.
We found it now.
Not next week.
That's right. Okay. All right. I'm trying to look at. So you guys, I'm just about to head up here on that ladder. I'm going up. I've never been up here ever, but this is really interesting because now, I can see those two windows much better, Darren, from the print. Yeah. And you can see now the newly discovered muniment room window, which is the one down below. Fascinating. Okay, hold on, I'm coming over. Okay, so what's happening?
Well, we think
we've
got a few holes here where the nails have come up through, because obviously the lead's got thin.
Yep.
And we've got a small tear there, so obviously when the water's cascading along, it's going this way. And because the roof runs this way and that way, we think that's the way that the water's heading across underneath the panels. And we've got a small hole here. And obviously we've got a very, very small crack there.
Yep.
So I think that's where, in the area downstairs, is where the water ingress is up here.
That's right. I mean, I think it would be there.
Yeah. But then we've got a couple old repairs here, which are letting go as well. So it could be those as well.
Oh my God.
So that, like I say, there's an open joint there. So obviously when these catch the water, it runs down. And with these repairs, all the water's going to go sideways because the water's not going to run over the high spots.
Right. We have a plan.
Yep.
And we're going to try to fix it today.
Yeah, maybe like a good temporary fix, you know what I mean? We should last a long time. Yeah.
The temporary fix should last a long time.
Yeah.
Right? Until the lead roof needs to be completely replaced.
Yeah.
But the plan is to do similar to what these repairs have already been up here.
Yeah.
To then do it on that crack there, fill in some of the nails, and then we actually need more rain because we want to test it.
That's right, yeah. We don't really want no more rain, but obviously we'll need it to
I want more rain now. This is the first time ever in my entire life living here in England that I've actually said I would like it to rain.
Yeah.
We're fast, aren't we? You're fast. Okay, so everybody, Darren is, so explain to me what you're doing here. This is where we think the big leak is.
We think this is one of the leak that's down underneath sort of thing, yeah. Because obviously there's a hairline crack along here. This has never been repaired or patched in the past, sort of thing. And there's a small hole tear on here as well.
Yep.
Which we've obviously covered up as well. So all in the local area sort of thing. And obviously we got a few holes there.
Okay, Raymond, what are you doing here?
Cleaning off all the sort of moss and the green and getting back to the sheet. It shines up.
Yeah.
Getting off of. And then that flexor curl, there it is on the...
All right, and then I can see here, you've also just redone those.
Yeah, we've gone over the old ones.
Yep.
And obviously we found a few more hairline cracks. Which
Oh dear, super. That's super.
So if you just along there, there's a few.
Oh my gosh, how do you guys find this?
Well, like I say, you can kind of see it once you wipe it off.
Yeah.
So that's not too bad, but we're going to go over it anyway. Just in case, because obviously you can just about see.
Yeah, I can just about see that one.
And then along here.
Oh yeah, I see that one. That's a big one. So, okay, get them all. So Lee has left me with, let me just look here, make sure I've got it right. Yeah, so I've got basically 120 and 80. So one is finer than the other, and I'll be using the fine, so the 120, on the walls and also on the bookcases, just to get the varnish off so that once we paint them, that the paint can actually stick. And then I'll be using the 80, which is more coarse, on the skirting and the picture rail all around. 2-day job, but the leak has really, I think, wreaked havoc on this project momentarily. That lead roof was put in well over 100 years ago, and it will need replacing in my lifetime. Fingers crossed. Let's go sand some walls. All right, everybody, I'm back for day 2, and I was posting on my Instagram yesterday just about the sanding that I was doing, and I'm only halfway through, and so many people have asked, like, are you wearing a mask? The answer is yes. So when I was cleaning down the walls, just like washing them down, I didn't wear a mask for that because I wasn't like going into the material, if you know what I mean, sort of chipping away. But when I started to sand, wearing a mask, and when I was up at the ceiling, I don't have like professional goggles here, but I do have these goggles, and I think that they work just fine. And I can see on the ceiling so that my eyes are protected. It's worth it because this room is going to be completely transformed. So I gotta get my goggles on. Today is the big day, right, Barry?
Yes, ceiling.
Ceiling. Today is the ceiling. I'm painting the ceiling, and Barry is sanding down the bookcases because we then need to zinser them.
Yes, right, because the paint won't stay on that stain.
Won't stay on this stain.
And it's perished, so that's why it's coming off.
Right. And then we're going to paint. Oh my gosh, it's an exciting day, everybody. So get ready for some time lapses, and you're gonna see change.
Yeah.
Me and Barry today, and tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. This is it, everybody. Mylands has gifted the paint, and the name of the ceiling color is called Holland Park. It is white though. Let's just have a look. Yeah, nice. Nice. So you might be wondering why I'm wearing this. Yeah. Barry was wondering as well. Yeah, I gave him a good giggle when I came in though, didn't I? Pardon? I did give you a good giggle when I came in like this. So we are we're on scaffolding and ladders. And because we've just painted, you can see it a little bit shiny, the ceiling above, I'm now going in for the second coat, doing the edges, which is already dry because I did that at the beginning. But because this is still a little bit wet, I just don't want it to get like all over my hair. Ceiling has been finished. Ceiling looks amazing, by the way. Barry and I just did, like, it's perfect. The ceiling's perfect. But this is it, everybody. This is the first coat of the color that we're putting on. Now, I've got new skirting here. Look at, oh my gosh. So it doesn't matter so much if I get it onto the skirting. I haven't taped it because, I'll tell you why, because the skirting color is like a dark green. So here I am. This is just obviously one coat. Everything needs to be 2 coats. And I'm gonna sit here tonight until Barry comes back. It's beautiful light outside. First coat is on. Well, you know what I mean, first color. It's gonna be so pretty. So I'm so pleased. Ceiling's amazing. Wow. Beautiful light outside. I'm gonna put some music on and off I go to paint this annoying part, but then it's gonna be fun to roll it all up, put the bookcases in. We're getting there, everybody. We are getting there. So we've just finished this side, first coat, haven't we?
That's right, yes.
And we're feeling good about it. We like it.
Well, yes, yes.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's drying as well, so we should be able to get another coat on later.
So everybody, we're gonna hopefully get another coat on, all of it today. So we still have these bookcases, but the reason we're doing this wall first is so that we can put these bookcases back and then paint them the colors that we want to paint them. And I know that's a bit controversial because people are like, why wouldn't you keep it? But we are gonna paint them. It's a big thing to paint bookcases in, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's gonna look super smart, everybody. Okay, so what there is where the old curtains were with those things. Oh, good, very good. Oh my gosh, you're gonna get up on the ladder.
Not off yet.
Okay, so this is exciting.
It's lifting off.
Yep, good.
It's lifting off the face.
Yeah, good. Oh my gosh. Yes, Barry.
What?
It's good.
I think so. It's lifting off this.
Okay, great. Oh my gosh, what did they put in there?
No,
What? Oh my gosh, Barry, you did it! Yes! Barry, you did it! We've done first coat, everybody. First coat, and really excited. Now Barry's mixing up second coat, and yeah, by the time we leave tonight, we would have done 2 coats in the Munich room. Don't you think so, Barry?
Yeah, I should think so.
Well, we should think so. We hope so. Fingers crossed, everybody. Wow, it's looking really good. Just when you thought the sanding was done, because we started painting, it's not. So we've somehow, Barry and I, with our big muscles, have removed the bookcase from the wall, and we're now sanding it, and we've got to patch up some holes again, but it's not too big of a space, and then we'll be able to zinser it. So I'm going to continue painting the lovely green from Mylan, Serpentine. Barry's going to get back there and sand and get it ready to be, hopefully, we still think we can paint it today because Zinsser doesn't take that long to dry. Fingers crossed. this is the wall, everybody. So this is the wall that you can see a real difference. Sort of the wall up above that's been zinsered, and then the wall that we've just pulled the bookcase away from. But, you know, we're experts at this now. We know what we're doing, right, Barry? Yeah, we do. We've got it under control. So the walls have been double, what do you call it, Barry?
2 coats.
It's been a long morning. 2 coats, and now this is the woodwork, everybody. So this is the doors, and this is going on the skirting all around. But we're just letting, look at this is a thing of beauty, this color. So it's getting there, right, Barry?
Yes.
Woo! All right, Barry is making good on the doors. He has filled in patches, now sanding down. Look at that. Looks nice when it's sanded down, isn't it?
It sounds so lovely, this stuff.
Yeah, wow.
It's very hard as well. If you leave it too long, a couple of days, you've got a job to sand it.
Oh, right, so we don't want to leave it too long.
That's what I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
It goes off in about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, so, and then I'm just about to do the second coat of the skirting.
If it's dry, yeah.
Yeah, looks, well, what I'm gonna do, I'll check it. But there you go, everybody. Woo! Looking good. Getting there. And then we've got to do that door as well. Second coat of skirting is coming on. I kind of go around and do the top, and then I do second coat. I've got lots of paintbrushes here because I want to make it perfect, Barry. So Barry's behind, almost done with those doors, it looks like, yes?
Yeah.
We've got real team effort here. But it looks so, when you do the second coat, it's like, wow. This is the beautiful color that we're using for the inside of the bookcases. Look at that. Wow. This is gonna be fun to put on. As you can see, I have done the inside of this bookcase as well as those two, which are adjoined. And then there's one behind me, and that one is done as well. So what I'm doing now is I'm just using the top of the paint tin. I don't want to not use any paint. And I'm just going in to bits that are quite tricky to get into and just make sure that they've got the red going through and covering this green. I know that probably through the camera, this was a bookcase that was up against the muniment wall, in fact, behind the camera, and had already been painted. This is obviously going to be painted a very dark green. You can kind of see the first coat on that bookcase over there, but not even close to the color that it's meant to be, because that doesn't look dark green because it's the very first coat and it's going on white. So this, I was up until midnight last night trying to get this done in time for next week, and for something next week, my father-in-law's 80th birthday. I'd like to get it done by then. I don't know if I'll be able to, but we did today, as I'm painting this, is actually Easter Sunday. And it was really nice because we were able to go into we came through the muniment room to go into church, and it was just nice for everybody to see, especially now that the dark green door is finished on the church. I mean, everything looks really smart. So I think as soon as these are done, which my plan is to get these finished late into the evening, or at least what I can tonight, and bookcases tonight. This obviously all has to dry, and then I've got to go through it again just to make sure I haven't missed spots, which I'm doing now. And yeah, but I hope to get all the dark green done, or at least one coat of the dark green done tonight, possibly two, but depends on how fast it dries. Anyway, that's the latest over here in the mean-weight room. It's really late now. I've been here all day. And what I'm starting to do now is the shelves that I prepped, I'm now going to put one coat on them. And there's about, I don't know, 25, 30, 35 shelves, I'm not sure. Put one coat on them so that when I wake up tomorrow, I can then do the other coat. But gosh, I feel like I live in this room, which is great because I love this room and this motivates me. But here we go, everybody. More shelves. I'm a bit delirious because I have been here for hours, like days and days and days. But I've been able to second coat all of the shelves, and there's so many, as you can see, but some of them got stuck together last night. So I'm just doing that, which will be fine on a couple of them that got stuck together. I have finished this bookcase-ish. So what I mean by that is there's a couple places I still need to do a second coat on, and that's drying. So I have to get under here, my magic wand, but and second coat that. So it's funny how when you do this project, you're like, oh, and I need to do a little bit more red here, and I forgot to do this. So I should be finished with this bookcase in about an hour. And then after that, there's still lots of touch-ups to do, everybody. Then I'm going to take, and that's gonna be the tricky bit, is taking back this stuff here. So I'm peeling that away to start the floor. I'm about 8 hours behind schedule, you know, this should be known. And every time I see like a little touch up, I'm like, touch up, touch up, touch up. Yeah, all right, well, nearly there-ish, kind of, she says, haha, not really, crazy. Okay. All right, I'm going back to work. I gotta finish this. First of all, I just want to say thank you to Mylands. Mylands has gifted us not only the beautiful paint colors that you see on the skirting, on the wall, in the bookcases, around the bookcases, but Mylands has also gifted us Mylands of London, basically for sort of the finishes for the wood. So the problem is that we did a light sand. We didn't sand it all the way back. You saw me sanding before. We decided just to do a light sand. Thing about this room is that I don't want it to be like perfect, the floor, because this is an old house. So it's gotta have, I gotta keep some of the character, and then I've got the wax to put on afterwards. So what I have here is I've asked for 3 different colors because it's, you can see here that this has never been stained because something was on top of this. And here we stripped it back a bit. So I'm going to try on this one, the burnt oak first, because I think that's the darkest. And then I've got sort of less dark colors. I've got a brown earth, and then I have a washed umber. All right, so let's just try this. Not, is it too dark? Let's go 1. Whoa. Okay. No, looking good. Yeah. Wow. I think, what do we think? Okay, so there's that one. Burnt oak is quite dark, but these floors are dark, but is it too dark? Let's try brown earth. Just give it a little shake. Let's just try this. This is brown earth. Okay, let's go on this one. Oh, no, Let's just try the next one. That's why I got 3. We're now going to try washed umber, just in case. Washed umber, everybody. Whoa. I'll put that in there. Oh, nice. Oh. No, I think it's too brown. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Definitely not brown earth, so we're ruling that out, okay? It's between washed umber and burnt oak. Yeah. Okay, it's definitely, that's too like mahogany, and that one's just dark. I like it. It's very similar, everybody. Similar, washed umber and burnt oak. Similar vibes, but I'm feeling good with the burnt oak. Oh my gosh, that is just a beautiful sight, everybody. It's just a beautiful sight.
Yeah, sure.
I just want to say a huge thank you to Team Muniment Room, Raymond and Darren. How was it putting the shelves?
Not too bad, not too bad. We still ain't quite finished on over there. We've still got the metal brackets to put back in, but
yeah,
that's a little bit fiddly, so it's taking a little bit longer.
Okay, all right, but look at this. Oh my gosh.
Do we just put those shelves like equi-spaced like those, a little bit tight?
No, I'm going to bring in an archive folder, and then you'll be able, and then you're going to see. So I'll bring that in during lunch, and I'll put the archive folder there so you can see the height. Right, Darren? Is that what we agreed?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously, this is where I'm going to have to paint that.
Couple of bits you missed. Well, you didn't miss it.
Well, no, because they were, yeah. So I'll go do that right now, but nearly there. Yeah, I need to zinzer that, and then, but still, you know, that's not going to take me very long.
No.
There we go. Thanks, everybody. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to, well, for me at least, one of the most exciting videos I've ever done. So this is 1 month in 15 minutes, the renovation, the transformation of the Muniment Room, AKA archive room. But we've got to start all the way at the very beginning. And the beginning started actually December 31st, 2022, when I went live for the first time on my American Viscountess channel, talking about our own American heiress, the 9th Countess of Sandwich, Alberta Sturgis. Well, this room was filled with her entire collection. And I mean, every letter pretty much that she received. And I started to go on live week after week in January, in February, but I was going live next door to the dining room next door here at Mapperton because this room here was a wreck. So it hadn't been touched in, we think, well over 70 years. Yet, this is where all of the Sandwich Montague archives are held. However, this room needed a lot of work. There's damage everywhere I look up. I mean, the ceiling is just shocking. And that is not a quick fix. That will take a lot of time. Because of all of the donations from the Alberta Research Project on buymeacoffee.com, we were able to not only achieve the goal, but stretch beyond the goal. And with that, I was able to purchase the fireproof archive storage cabinet. I was also able to purchase an amazing digital scanner, a lot of the archiving supplies, so the acid-free boxes and acid-free paper. And my big purchase was getting him back. So it's a 17th century extraordinary painting of the first Earl of Sandwich. So off I go to the auction house. Here we are. Okay, there he is. Got him back. So exciting. All right, they have packaged it up and he is going to bring it down to me because I kind of had to park a little bit far away. He's going to bring it down to me and put it in my car. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. All right, we're putting it in. It's so exciting. That is brilliant. First Earl of Sandwich is coming back home.
There we are. Oh, nice.
There is a wonderful brass plaque on top of walnut, which lists those donors' names who donated quite a high amount and really helped with the renovation of this room. So once I was able to purchase all of those bits, which were important to this room and making sure that these archives were safe and sound, but also that it would be a comfortable room to work in, the renovation started. There was a pretty great discovery, and that was in a yellow Jiffy envelope. And can you believe it? As I pull it out, I discover Alberta's 120-year-old recipe book. Found this sort of padded envelope, and it says recipe book, Lady Hinchingbrooke's family recipe book. Now, hear me out on this, it's actually Alberta's. And the reason I know that is because this letter was written to my father-in-law. In 1977, he let somebody borrow a Hinchingbrooke recipe book. It's incredible. So I'm so happy that I was able to sort of take this room apart before the renovation began. Once everything was stripped and it was pretty much bare, apart from the bookcases, we knew pretty much where we wanted to reorganize the bookcases. And that meant removing them, of course, from the walls themselves because we needed to paint behind them. And yet another discovery occurred.
Come around.
So
come
that's been moved.
Come
I'm
around.
super happy with that.
Yeah,
then they
right.
can paint that whole wall.
No,
and then we'll
keep
put the
going, keep
bookcases.
going. You've got to come all the way around here.
Yeah.
All the way around here.
Okay.
Through here.
Oh my gosh.
We have discovered is that there is a window.
I'm coming in here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
There's
Okay.
a window, and it was behind this bookcase, which hasn't been moved for
Well,
80 years, perhaps.
this was the original exterior window of the house before the bit that I'm sitting in right now was built in the late 19th century. And this window had been covered up for decades. Darren, our stonemason, you've seen him many times, I think, here on Mapperton Live, was able to repair the window because it had been covered for so long, it needed to be repaired. While I had Darren in here, I had him look at the fireplace, and that hadn't been cleaned for probably the same amount of time that that window was covered. And he and I were able to clean this. It looks like a brand new fireplace to me, that is for sure. So we had to do a little bit of slicing and dicing of the bookcase in order to keep the carvings. Once the bookcases were finished, we ran into yet another problem.
Discovered yesterday afternoon was the actual ceiling is leaking, and we were finding water spots where we've had some rain finally.
Yep.
Dripping off the ceiling.
I went up onto the lead roof with Darren and with Raymond, and we found the culprit. In fact, we found several cracks in the lead roof.
And because the roof runs this way
Yep.
and that way, we think that's the way that the water's heading across underneath the panels. And we've got a small hole here And obviously we got a very, very small crack there.
Yep.
So I think that's where, in the area downstairs, is where the water ingress is up here.
That's right. So once we were able to, again, repair that leak, we then started back again with the zinzering. And that smell, wowzer. So there were a lot of masks being worn, a lot of blisters on the fingers from the sanding. Speaking of sanding, I needed to sand the timber floors. So we're gonna not sand it all the way back, everybody, because the color that we're keeping the timber anyway is about the same color, but we just want to clean it up. It probably hasn't been cleaned for...
No, quite a while.
And then the fun began. And that is, of course, painting. It's always the prep that's the hardest. It's the painting, and you get to see the result that is the most fun. Malcolm and I decided on a scheme of greens and crimson red to paint the bookcases and the walls and the woodwork and the doors. Took me 5 full days. And I'm not talking a 9-to-5 job here. I'm talking from 7 a.m. till most nights, midnight. By the time we leave tonight, we would have done 2 coats in the muniment room. Don't you think so, Barry?
Yeah, I should think so.
Well, we should think so. We hope so. Nearly there-ish, kind of, she says. Haha, not really, crazy. After the walls were finished, then I was able to stain the floors. Once stained, I was able to wax the floors. We then positioned everything in place, and I started to bring all of the archives back in. Again, it gets even more fun because we get to furnish the room, and this is where we are today. Here is, everybody, the complete transformation and renovation of the muniment room. Thanks to all of you who have watched the Alberta lives, because all of that video ad revenue went towards the Muniment Room Fund, and for those of you who donated to the Alberta Research Project. I got my 19th century wingback chair, this wonderful, fantastic cushion. I found 2 amazing Persian carpets, again, within the same color scheme. The Chippendale, and this is an early Chippendale desk we actually had in the house, and so now it's being used properly as a desk. 2 brass lamps. Again, everything in this room has been sourced from auction houses and from antiques, antique markets, antique stores. Right behind me, a beautiful, and this is really one of my favorite finds, beautiful early 20th century, I think it's around 1930, swing arm brass lamp from Atkins Auctions. I was able to find my desk chair, a Queen Anne chair, and I've had that reupholstered in a lovely dark green velvet, as well as a Carver chair that I found reupholstered in a dark green velvet. Another Carver chair reupholstered in a crimson velvet. I found some brass fire dogs. I know you're all waiting for the crewel embroidered curtains, and that to me was, when we were able to raise enough funds for that, I was just thrilled to bits. These curtains are spectacular. They are exquisite. I mean, absolutely beautiful. And then lastly, I really wanted to make sure that Alberta was seen in this room. So I have the picture of Alberta on her wedding day framed on my desk. And so all of these prints and pictures that you see hanging on the wall were quite dear to Alberta's heart, and I thought that they needed to have a special place and space here in the Muniment Room. So again, I just want to say thank you all so much for supporting me over the past 6 months nearly on this huge project. From beginning to end, we were able to renovate this in a month. We did it just in time for my father-in-law's 80th birthday party, and I think it looks fantastic. I'm so excited. Thanks, everybody. Do comment down below, and be sure to check out the American Heiress Summer Supper Club. It's live and online with me and a Dorset chef here. We will be cooking several of Alberta's recipes with you as well. Think of it as a cook-along here in the Tudor kitchen, and Luke will be the moderator for the evening. Details down below. Thanks, everybody.